Hello, I'm Ian and this is Somerset News Network. Now, oh, my hair's all up. Should have brushed it before I got here. I look at Acts of Parliament, I look at the law, and I try and figure out how it works in practice. Now, my expertise is the Wildlife and Countryside Act of '68 and the Firearms Act. That's my expertise. And using the logic and knowledge that I've gained over the years, I look at other Acts of Parliament. We've done all the rights and liberties, the Magna Carta, the Bill of Rights, and we look at it and see how it affects us today. That's our Constitution. That's the basics of our law, which they tell us we haven't got. We haven't got a Constitution. But we have a Constitution, and it's made up of different Acts of Parliament, from the Magna Carta to the Bill of Rights. And there's other acts as well. Then we come to today, and the government's making new laws. Now, you have rights and liberties. The government can't make a law that is stupid, that is dumb, that is illogical. Well, that's what we thought. The government is not easy to say. And I'm going to put it out there and see what you say. Put comments down below if you think that I'm wrong. I'm just going to say what I think. Now, we have two conflicting laws now, and they both can't be right. We have the Equality Act, which the appeal was about last week, where they defined what a woman was, and a woman is a biological female. It's basically saying that a man can't be a woman. Okay, we've got that. That's enshrined in law now because that was an appeal, and that's case law. We all know it's logical, a man can't be a woman, that's it. But unfortunately, what's happened is the woke world Marxist lip-tarts have rearranged the meaning of laws to fit their own agenda. They've made the Gender Recognition Act, which means a man can have his parts cut off, live as a female, go and visit doctors that do these gender recognition certificates. Yeah, gender recognition certificates. Got to get that right. And they will sign him off and declare he's a lady. Well, that's now two conflicting laws. You have the Equality Act, which has been reaffirmed by the Court of Appeal, which is the law lords, the Supreme Court they call it now, has said that a woman is a biological female. So therefore a man can't be a woman. But we still have the Gender Recognition Act, where a man can become a woman, have his parts cut off, get a doctor to declare that he's a woman, and get a gender recognition certificate. So you've got two conflicting laws now. My view, reading the law and logic and being sensible, is that a man can't be a woman. That's it. That's what the law says. So that would make a gender recognition certificate null and void, because a man can't be a woman. One of the things that the ladies that took the court case, the 4 women Scotland, said that a man can't be a woman just by having a piece of paper, and that was the gender recognition certificate. So if it's a man can't be a woman, the government can no longer issue gender recognition certificates. But what happens to the people that have already got a gender recognition certificate? I believe they're null and void. I believe they're not worth the paper they're written on. However, you can't put a law in retrospectively. So if you ban transgender certificates now, those that had it before when it was legal can't be illegal. So we got a crazy mixed up world. Because you can't make something illegal retrospectively. You know, I'm not sure what the answer is. We now know that even if a man's got a gender recognition certificate telling us that he's a woman, he now can't use safe space for women like a ladies' toilets. You know, so the law recognises it. But he's still got the GRC, Gender Recognition Certificate. GRCs they call them. So where does this stand? If they had them before last Tuesday, when the court case, or was it Wednesday? I get confused. Last Tuesday, I think it was. If they made a woman, which is basically what they did, then what happened before is still legal, because you can't do it retrospectively. But that was the law anyway. They didn't change the law. They didn't make new law. They explained what the law was. So it's all going to be a crazy mixed up world. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know the answers. My interpretation, and this is only my interpretation, is that the government can no longer make gender recognition certificates. Issue them, I should say. Because you can't make a man a woman. Therefore, people that have got GRCs, not worth the paper they're written on. That's my opinion. I'm not trying to be anti-trans. If a man wants to live as a woman, that's entirely up to him. But I'm just talking about the law. And the law has to be basic logic, has to be right. Like you can't speed in a car for safety reasons. Can't kill somebody. You know, that's the law and it's right. But this gender recognition is going to be one hell of a fight going forward. I'm afraid I'm on the side of the ladies. You know, as I've said before, I don't want my wife or stepdaughters walking into a toilet and finding a man in a dress in there. They need their safe spaces. That's it. That's all this is about. Also means that men, even if they've got a gender recognition certificate, can't now take part in sports. There are some sports that women can do. Say, I'll start this again. If there's a sports competition and it's for women, they've all got to be women. Transgenders can't enter it. Now, the two men that played the ladies' pool final have now been told that they can't do that anymore. We have to be very careful. I don't want to be anti-trans. I'm talking about logic and what the truth is. And the truth is, a man can't be a woman. You know, if you've got self-identification, which is what they call it, you can self-identify. I will identify as a black lady and a lesbian. Do you think I'd get away with it? Like hell would I. So anyway, Ian, this is all absurd. Should never have happened. You know, why should you need a court case to decide what a woman is? We all know what a woman is. And that ain't a man in a dress. Bye bye.